Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Playmates toys, Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Snakeweed, Mutant Botanical Bruiser. For ages 4 and up, this comes us from the new Nickelodeon cartoon and features and is packaged in the same packaging as the other Playmates Toys Turtles figures. On the back of the package, mutated from ooze and raised in the ways of ninjutsu by their rat sensei Splinter, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are ready to venture outside their sewer lair to fight evil everywhere. It's a really cool picture of Snakeweed on the side. The read-up says, the venomously vined Snakeweed was once no more than human lowlife Snake Snitch and allied to the evil Krang. Exposed to mutagen ooze on the Turtles' first topside mission, this former thug is now botanical beast, lashing out at anything foolish enough to come in close contact. Capable of instantly regrowing his leafy limbs, Snakeweed would be unstoppable if not for his vulnerability to fire. His weapons are multiple venomous vines, and his team affiliation is Krang. To check out more from Playmates toys, including these turtles down below, as well as Splinter, April O'Neil, Metalhead, Shredder, Foot Soldier, Dog Pound, Fishface, Baxter Stockman, Krang, and Snakeweed, you can go to www.playmatetoys.com. What I am going to do is take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we are going to get a better look at Snakeweed. There's definitely more to come. Stay tuned. Snakeweed does involve some assembly when you give him a package. The lower feet, you just have to peg into his legs. Also, some antennae have to be applied to his head there. And when you get all that done, you get yourself a pretty interesting looking figure. He is adorned, decked out with all these little vine tentacles. He also does actually come with 2 others, because the ends of his hand, let me just zoom the camera in, let Spot zoom the camera in, there's little peg holes on the insides of his pincers. You can take these extra vines and peg those in, allowing for Snakeweed to have some extra vines to use against the turtles. It is a nice touch having that, but I almost prefer it without these additional tentacles. The little vines. I just kind of enjoy Snakeweed on his own. He's just fun. He's just a fun-looking toy. And that's the one thing that not only that I really like about the Nickelodeon cartoon, in the fact that we're not getting just kind of human mutants. We're getting so many different variations, whether it be snake bites, and then you've got from snake bites to fish face, to then again when you get to Snakeweed. They're all so distinct from one another in character models. Having a look at his face, though, just a really fun-looking face on Snakeweed. You can tell he's very plant-based. There's his antennas up at the top there. I guess you can somewhat rotate them due to the way that you peg them into place. He does actually have pretty good articulation all around. I like the coloring of the green that they use. They got this nice lighter green around the upper torso section. And then the majority of the figure is just this nice green coloring. I also like the fact that he's got a little pink on the insides of his legs and also the yellow on the outsides of the legs, just to kind of break up some of those details. Also the pink down below in there as well. Nice added touch. By a scale comparison, just so you guys can see the difference in height between Snakeweed and one of the turtles, there he is next to Michelangelo. So a good size difference between the two. I like that he wasn't just a little taller than Michelangelo. He really dwarfs the turtles, which is a nice touch. In the way of his articulation, now the tentacles on the back don't really rotate. They're just all one static piece that are attached to the upper torso. The upper torso, though, has quite a bit of movement, being a ball joint that's located in the torso there. So, I mean, you can get a lot of movement there. His head does rotate solely on a swivel, and once again, you can rotate these upper antennae As for his arms, and even though again these aren't movable, his main arms are on a hinge and socket, so they do rotate forward, out. He also does a swivel in the, you could say, hands. I mean, they're more or less kind of like Venus flytrap claws. And as for his legs go forward, back, out via a hinge. Same idea also in his legs. He does rotate at the legs and bend at the knee. Technically 2 peg holes on the bottom. If you had a display base that had pegs, you could just peg him into place. But he's fun. He's really, really a fun piece. And again, just by comparison, comparing him to some of the other toys, the other mutants, he's just they're so distinctly different from one another. Case in point, just reaching off camera, there is Snakebites, which Spot's already done a review of, and you can see just how they kind of complement and are so distinctly different from one another that it just really rounds out a toy shelf. Toys are nice when, they're utilizing same molds and same designs, but when you start getting out to different designed characters that are so distinctly different, that's when you really get to have a lot of fun with the toys that you're collecting. Snakeweed, I think, executed really well. These could have been nice if they were pipe cleaners, but really, as a whole, I'm happy with how he turned out. Snakeweed, I'm going to give him an 8. An 8 for Snakeweed. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're having a look today at Snakeweed from the good folks over at Playmates Toys. Also, one of the other reasons why Spot's been looking at the Turtles toys over the last couple of reviews is also because Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, are one of 12 toy nominees for the induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame for 2013. The cutoff for voting is Thursday, well actually they will announce it Thursday, November 7th, 2013, so I'm going to provide the link down below. If you are a big fan of the Ninja Turtle toys, like myself, who've grown up with these, click the link down below. Let's see if we can get the Turtles voted into the Hall of Fame. Certainly stay tuned, guys. Spot's also got some more Turtles reviews heading your way. I'll see you guys next time.